Hey guys, so just thought I'd give you guys a little update. I didn't get a chance to do it last night. So today was day 3 in Germany, and as you can see, like this is what it's like at the monastery. You don't really do your hair. Like everybody wears the same clothes. Black on black, and the reason for that, I know I'm just kind of totally taking a just kind of like a sidetrack here, but it's really cool. I actually really love this about the monastery is that everybody, like, nobody's there to prove anything. It's not like the US where you have like, you know, um, like a crop top and, the brightest colors and, short shorts and, all that stuff. Like even bright shoes, like, out in the US, like people do that because, they want to appear a certain way to people. They want to be seen. They want attention. And, out here on the monastery, there's no space for that. Like, there's just no need for that. Like, we don't want that, right? So everybody wears like the same color clothing. You're supposed to wear like, sleeve shirts and, everything's black. Yeah, just so that you don't really, you're not like really drawing attention to yourself. Because that's not what we're here for. We're here to do to work on ourselves. We're here to cultivate, you know, the the strength and the just like cultivate the tools that are required to know a really happy life, to feel really empowered and to be at peace and stuff like that. So yeah, like, this is like the norm on the monastery is just like just kind of like a messy look, which is it's funny because it's like the total opposite of what you see on Instagram. So I feel like I have to explain myself of why I look like messy. But yeah, I actually really like it. I really love that about the monastery is that we're all like, there's nothing to prove. Like nobody needs to look a certain way. It's just like so fucking relieving. Like you can just like show up as you and everybody, you're just, I don't know, you're just like respected and appreciated no matter what you look like. Cause it like just doesn't matter. So that's that. So, day 2 of Germany, I did the first day in the, like at a workshop and a camp on the inside the monastery. And yeah, it was super cool. Essentially, I'm out here. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm training walking meditation, and it's kind of like what it sounds like. It's basically, you're walking super slow and with a lot of intention, a lot of mindfulness. And the reason for it is that, I mean, everything that they do in Shaolin, I mean, yeah, is that we're trying to get rid of like all the tension and the stress that we carry around with ourselves. So if you look around, I mean, whether at yourself or somebody else in the US and most people just in the world are walking around with tension. It's like they raise their arm and instead of just raising their arm, they like raise their shoulder at the same time, right? Like it's because everybody's just walking around like a fucking giant stress ball. People are eating in stress, it's like they're constantly eating in a state of panic. And these patterns have just been ingrained inside our nervous system. And essentially, in order for us to live healthy and happily, we have to untrain that stuff from our nervous system. And there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can do that. And, and so like what I'm doing this weekend is just one tool, right? There's so many tools, so many drills, so many practices that you can use. But so what we're doing is walking meditation where we learn how to walk really slowly with intention and in a very relaxed state. Yeah, it's quite the trip. And another thing that we're doing is we're doing like a lot of burning stuff where we will hold kind of like this partial squat kind of position until like you can't hold it anymore, and essentially what it does, I mean, it does several things, but it burns off all the tension in your muscle, and it also trains your mind to be really strong. So it's like, because anytime that we like, when we're working out, for example, the mind likes to run away from pain. And so it's like, as soon as like a burn comes or, that like the lungs start to get on fire, like any of those sensations, a lot of people because it's just what we've trained is they run away from that, right? They try to like either slow down or they try to get out of it. And when you actually sit in like these uncomfortable positions, when you sit in the burn, you get mentally, you get stronger, right? It helps develop a lot of strength to overcome adversity, and it allows you to endure like just struggles and hardships and and like come, like I said, overcome it, but yeah, so we're doing a lot of that kind of stuff. So a lot of mental discipline, like mental strength, a lot of physical strength, but not in a fast way. It's like extremely slow. So if you can just imagine, it's kind of hard to explain, but like walking like super slow and in like a partial squat, like that's kind of what we're doing. And yeah, so that's been what we've been up to actually the last 2 days. We're gonna finish it up tomorrow, and then we're gonna go into some other training. And it's been a yeah, it's been quite the experience so far. Like the reason why I like the Shaolin monks is because they're about balance, right? They're about cultivating the hard and the soft. Whereas, a lot of monks are, there's different kinds of monks, and a lot of them just sort of like clean and pray and meditate. And these monks don't do that. Like they really put a strong emphasis in cultivating a strong mindset and using your body and like physical activity to get your mind super strong. But it's not like hard. It's not like working out like in the States. It's not like you know lifting weights and doing CrossFit or anything like that. It's, if anything, it's like a lot of body weight stuff, and it's a lot of like staying in one position for a whole lot, like a long amount of time. Like if you just literally just held your arm out, like that's an example of like what they did, yeah, or what they would do, if you just hold your arm out for like 5 minutes, or if you sit in a partial squat, and they really, yeah, they just teach you how to overcome that desire to want to run away from pain. So it's just really fucking cool. I'm super tired though, and but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Um, yeah, and I guess I'll keep you guys posted. We're gonna finish up the workshop tomorrow, and then we go into a new workshop on Monday. So super stoked. It's been great. Yeah, and that's all I got for you. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks for staying tuned, and we'll catch you later.